On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Houston Texans. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go now. Big Lion. Ready.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Here we go. Tight. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready, ready.
Now Stroud. This one into the hands of Pitts. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And even though this is a top 5 rushing offense, and we see this especially early in the game, they're going to do their best to keep you honest. They don't want you getting the habit of stacking the box, so that's a good throw there. And they're able to come up with the first down.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. The Texans sitting at 5-2 on the year. And they come in on a good run. Winners of 5 of their last 7.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. You look at this Niner defense. They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
Now here's Stroud on third down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Ready, go.
Stroud looking to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. And they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Up the middle they go. It's Ball. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Kyle Shanahan's made the decision. They're going on 4th down.
Come 19.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now back to throw. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this Texans defense stands tall. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there was the right call.
This 2nd and 4. And they'll go right back to Pierce. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan 1st down.
Check smash. Check smash.
Give to Pierce now on the option. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. You look at this Niner defense. They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. One in running the ball, one in stopping the run. I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun myself.
They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
They'll run on 1st down. Ball. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd down, it's Ball. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Ready.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming. They're going to look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great effort there with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's Jair Brown who's got it. And the Niners are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
4 yards on the pickup.
2nd and 6.
At the 40-yard line.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Not an easy spot here. We'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. On first down, Ball. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a pickup for 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Ball, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 15-yard line. They'll look to throw. Able to find Gray here. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down. And now they'll shift things around.
At the Texans' 12-yard line.
On 2nd down now. It's Ball. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. And the Niners are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Get it. Sixty Bison.
They'll try to run this one in. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Niners have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0.
Texans nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You say you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right? Already had what you needed. Go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Stroud to throw it. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And they're going to have a first down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down.
Drag him 60.
And Stroud now to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the 49ers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover.
And that's caught inside the 35. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
60 Bobcat.
He'll look to throw. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. There he goes, right side. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A two-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And they get him to the ground quickly, but he's out near midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll run on first down. Ball. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Ball. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On third down, Ball. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's completed right side to Palmer. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
That's out wide for Palmer. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him the first down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
At the 6-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Here we go, set.
Here's a quick throw right side. Touchdown! Danny Gray, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready.
Stroud on third down now. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Stroud and company going for it. That's to his running back, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Check, Bobcat. Check, Bobcat. Let's go, let's go.
Pierce takes it straight ahead, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 31-yard line.
79 Broncos. Hustle, hustle, hustle.
Here's Stroud. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this 3rd quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Meanwhile, Stroud's throw into the hands of Pitts here. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And my goodness, another interception. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. 2nd and 11. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw here. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Well, let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
Mustang 19. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
He'll look to throw. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this Texans defense stands tall. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination.
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come. The Texans on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
70 Ranger. Go.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. And now here is another interception. And the Niners are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. At the 45-yard line.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Open man, it's Palmer. A big play there for the Niners. 42 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Danny Gray with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Niners are closing in on a 6-2 start as they extend this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes this 35-0 now.
Texans nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Here comes 3rd and about a foot. Pierce will try to pick it up. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. Being chased, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
It's a 10-yard loss. Brings up 2nd and 20.
Now Stroud.
16-yard line.
Going for the deep ball. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. And they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete.
Let's go, let's go, let's
2nd and
go.
5.
Trey Palmer. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Texans' 38-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Ball. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
It's a gain of 2 yards.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
An 8-yard pickup.
On 1st down, Ball. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Looking to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Brian Burns in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
7 Pirates.
Stroud. Delivers another one to Pierce. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Stroud now on 3rd and 2. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 33. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Stroud looking to throw. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd.
Throwing now is Stroud. And now here's another interception. And the 49ers force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. A big play there for the Niners. And even 50 yards. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Let's go now. Warriors 70. Check. Temple. Check. Let's go.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it up. And the Texans are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
I think he thought he had his first read open on that one, but they were obviously ready for that throw, and that's just a lack of experience showing. Young quarterback stared his man down the whole way, and they were more than happy to sit on that route and bring home the INT.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. Silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long from Houston.